What's going on, everybody? This is Chris, Crypto Secret X Place. We talk about crypto and just want to come on and talk to you today about bull and bear and what do you think we are heading for, even though it seems kind of bleak. But before we get started, you know what we got to do. Cue the Well, what's going on, everybody? This is Chris from Crypto Secret X Place. We talk about crypto, and we are going live on two different platforms here. We're going to be live on Instagram. We also going to be live on X Spaces, and we're going to be live here on YouTube. So, but basically, I wanted to come on and talk to you today because um, the sentiments in the market may not be as happy as we've always had it. You know, we may be experiencing something quite different. And the thing about it is, it's been going kind of ham on TikTok. But basically, I just wanted to come on and talk to you because I wanted you. Let's look at it. Are we still in the bull run, or are we really getting ready to head to a bear market? Um, if you would look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart, um, it's always had two tops. And there's some things that when I was looking and I was like, did we miss the basic fundamentals? So I'm going to look at it, and then I'm not going to rain on your parade altogether. Uh, but there is some hope at the end of the rainbow. So let's go to the Bitcoin rainbow chart, and we're just looking at it all together. And when we look at this, we start thinking about a different perspective of what we are actually seeing. So I'm going to pull a Bitcoin rainbow chart up here. Um, oh, I hate this camera. I really hate this camera. But anyway, let's go ahead and pull this Bitcoin rainbow. Let's get into this part. So let's go ahead and increase that, and let's see here. There we go. All right, I'm going to share this screen with you, and I want you to look at this. It's not meant to scare you, but it is just kind of to point some, a few things out to you so you can see. Let's see here. Let me end this real quick first. Okay. Um, I just wanted to kind of cut that one off. That was really kind of, getting on my nerves there. But as we look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart, each one of these sections actually represent when they actually had the bull run. And so we had the bull run here. When we go back to the dates here, we can look. You see where you had the halving 2013, 2016, 2020, now 2024. And that was just basically when you have a chance to look at the rainbow chart. Now let's see if I can get this. I don't want to see that ad. Don't take me to another ad. It took me to another ad. Anyway, but if you look at the chart, when the halving starts, you have a big run up, then you have a second run up. And I started looking at some of the other ones. Let's see here. Let me see if I can narrow it down here a little bit. Okay, look at the first one. You had two tops here. You had two tops here. You come here, you had two tops here, two tops here. And when we get up to this one, looks like we got kind of like one big top here. We had somewhat of a top here at the top of that 2024. So we looking at one top. Will we have another top here? And that's the thing. Now, when I look at it closely, I kind of see like a double top here. But it's kind of like before, a little bit before the halving here. Well, no, not actually. It's actually, yeah, a little bit before the halving. And then you saw where we had the central rundown, then we had the spike up. And right in here, this is where, people talked about how short the bull run was going to be. But you see where you had two kind of small tops, kind of right in here, right? which is kind of different. Now, was the top of the market that short from 12/15/24 until 1/23/25? I mean, that's really like, wow, almost like, you know, 2 months, 2 months of a of a bull run. That would be one of the shortest bull runs we've ever seen. But when we go back and we look at the Bitcoin rant after the halving, you see where we had a top here, we had a few tops, then we had a huge correction. I mean, this is a big drop here. From here, it went from, let's see, where is this at? It went from 56,000 all the way down to roughly, God, let's see if I can get this thing to 30,000. That's a $20,000 drop, about the same what we've seen in Bitcoin already. Then we went back up to about 71, and then we went to 64, and then we went up to like 67, and then it kind of just came on back down, right? So are we looking at the same type of pattern when we look at the chart here, when we see where we had the run up here, 24, we went to 72, then we kind of retraced back, but then on this top right here, we went up to 105. Then right here, we're sitting at 102. Now we're seeing the retrace. Can we get up around that, 350? Even, let's see, even if we were to top it somewhere around, I'm going to say roughly somewhere right around here, if we can get that into the top. Is that possible? Well, there are a couple of things I want to kind of pose to you that I want you to think about, and look at Bitcoin altogether totally different. Don't look at Bitcoin the same. And I've made a couple of TikTok videos that talked about this. But the thing about this bull run, which is so different than any other bull run we've ever experienced, number one, we've never had big business like this in cryptocurrency. Of course, there are a few countries buying it a little bit, but we've never had where, like, we've had like BlackRock and all these major institutions are trying to buy Bitcoin. Now you got countries trying to stockpile it. So we have major businesses in cryptocurrency, and they're accruing quite a large amounts of it, which allows for not only manipulation, but when we were looking at the charts in the past, we were only looking at the charts through human behavior. So when you look at the charts through human behavior, you got to understand that is a total different behavior than big business behavior. Big business behavior has the ability to shake people out. Human behavior just has the ability to drop it a little bit. But big business has the ability to shake you out, then buy back, create FOMO, create fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It makes it so much more controllable versus being decentralized and being controlled by the masses of the people. Now we have businesses that control it, that hold large amounts of cryptocurrency. Now we have implemented a strategic reserve in which the United States is not, and people, I don't know why we're not paying attention. They did not say they would not buy any more Bitcoin. They said they wouldn't buy anymore at the taxpayer's expense. They were afforded and charged with the duty to find ways to accrue more Bitcoin without charging taxpayers. So what ways can we do this without increasing the debt and without raising taxes? How can we buy more Bitcoin? Everybody now, they were sitting there saying that, they're doing Bitcoin, but the problem they're doing Bitcoin, they're not going to buy any more Bitcoin. In the initial phase, they said that the 200,000 Bitcoin that they own, that would start the strategic reserve. That would be what the strategic reserve was. But we would look at accruing more, but we have to find ways of doing that. And everybody lost their ever loving mind and started saying that, we're not buying anymore. And everybody's selling and they're dipping off. This is the perfect time to DCA. Will we get a stronger pull down? Yeah. But I think that's a part of the plan. That's a part of the plan, because if more of retail get out and more big business gets in, and then all of a sudden they come out with, well, we found this ways of doing, we're going to issue United States bonds and we're going to add those in place. We're going to move this amount of money and have that in our budget, not our debt, but our budget, to buy this amount of Bitcoin each year without raising the debt and without charging Americans higher taxes. So does that change it up? The second thing about that is banks have just now got the ability to be able to deal with cryptocurrency. They're still waiting for more regulations, but they have been given a green light for banks to start operating and stockpiling their own forms of cryptocurrency. So now when we look at this bull market, it's almost like looking at a bull market at the beginning phase. We're in phase 1 of what is going to be the upcoming bull run. But now on top of that, while they're trying to figure it out, there are tariffs, there's uncertainty in the market, the S&P is down, everything is red, there's complete turmoil. So with all that turmoil, of course things are going to be down. Of course people are not going to be investing. And the reason they're not investing, people are not investing, is because they don't know how far it's going to go down. And they don't want to buy it right now, thinking it can go down a little further. So human behavior is we're going to hold. Now, big business, we can hold, we can sell, we can even sell more, we can drop it more. Because when we sell, we're selling like a couple of billion, a couple of million. We can last a little longer. Then once the price go, then let the wars begin of who owns the most Bitcoin. Because don't get it twisted. Everyone knows if you're going to have a strategic reserve and you're going to accrue so much Bitcoin, all the major CEOs will know this. You don't think they're going to buy Bitcoin when it goes low? You don't think they're thinking of that? Come on, man. You got to understand this. You got, how low can we get it before people just totally get out? Because they know the people that stay are really like seasoned vets, or they bought it when it was 15,000 and people said it was over. So you got to understand, XRP just released another billion tokens. People worry about it crashing. If major business is going to get into it, do you need that much retail in there? No, you really don't. So I think it's going to be lucky for those who hold on. That's going to really accrue the money that they're looking for is those that can hold. If you already lost, why not hold? What's the use of selling when you lost? Because you're already at a loss. You're going to sell at a loss. Sometimes you do pack it up if you feel like that currency is never going to bounce back, never going to come back. But in your mind, you feel it's going to come back. You hold through the tough times. Matter of fact, you may go on a little bit more if you have a strong conviction on it. If you don't have a strong conviction on it, you don't need to buy. You do need to sell it. And when you get these tremendous run-ups, like when Bitcoin goes to 102 and 105, and we see these astronomical prices, and you've already run up 121%, guys, stop forgetting where you came from. Take 20%, put it over in cash, because what goes up will come down. And what's down won't always stay down as long as it has its method of wanting to get up. Anything that wants to get up eventually will get up. And anything that wants to stay down will always stay down. The problem is the persistency of whether you gave up before the light was opening up at the end of the tunnel. So we look at this Bitcoin rainbow chart. Now, everything we've learned about cryptocurrency, everything you've studied, every chart you've read, every single thing that you know, I want you to take it, unlock the door, grab it all, and throw it straight out the window. Because now, not only is it human behavior in it, it is big business behavior in it. And you've got to think like big business. So the Bollinger Bands and the candle wicks, we've got to start studying just like we're looking at the stocks, just like and listening to Bloomberg and hearing what's going on. Because now CEOs are having meetings of the minds. And their office is right inside the White House. We asked for it, we wanted it, and we got it. So now we've got to go through all the ups and downs of the growth period. And the growth period is the toughest. And those that will be left will be the ones that were able to survive the tough times. And these are the tough times. We've been through a bear market. Remember when Bitcoin was 15,000? Remember when we were buying XRP at 51 cents? Remember when Cardano was down at 29 cents? Do you remember when Solana was at $9? Or did you forget? Did you really forget? But I get it. The reason a lot of us are mad because we didn't take profit when it was at 105 because we thought it was going to run forever. So now we're sitting back and questioning ourselves. Did we miss the bull? Did we ride it too long? If you've been in crypto for more than 4 or 5 years, you know what you're heading for and you know what you're heading to. But the thing about it is now it's new players in the game. And with new players in the game, things are going to be a whole lot different. So we've got to learn to unlearn. Just like meme coins. Meme coins are not the same meme coins that they were in the past. 7 months ago. They're totally different. The structure, the design, how you have to do it is totally different. So either you evolve with cryptocurrency or you get left behind. Either you stay in the past or you move on to the future. You got to mend your wounds. You got to pick yourself up. You got to bounce back, and then you got to go at it again, or else get out of investing altogether. Let's go back to the 9 to 5. Let's put our money in the bank. Let's save it. Let's retire. Let's get half of what we work for in retirement. Let's get a Social Security check, and let's live. Or you can get back in the damn game. Pick yourself up. Dust yourself off. Quit looking behind you and get at it again. Bull or bear? I really don't care. In the end, I'm going to win. And that's the mentality you need to have. We need it in this day and time to keep going. And you need to keep going. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And also join the Crypto Secret X family. But here's the thing. I'm not only going to be here on YouTube. I'm venturing off into Clubhouse. Totally different aspect. Same name, Crypto Secret X. Definitely join. Some of the Clubhouse is going to be like 5 a.m. in the morning, right before we get ready to go on live. And some in the evening. But they're all dated. The first show is going to be March 17th. And I think this is one of the Clubhouse you don't want to miss. But it gives us a chance to actually talk. And let me tell you something. If you're trying to do this investing thing by yourself, it's going to be a lonely road. If you're trying to invest in memes and all this stuff, it's going to be a lonely road if you're trying to do it by yourself. If you're trying to guess, talk to people without building a relationship, it's going to be tough. But when you put heads together, and I mean good, solid heads. Remember, everybody can't be a part, but there are a few. And you put them together, meeting of the minds, and you seriously talk, and you understand. That's where you get your strength from. You get your strength from going through the tough times of investing from others that's in the same boat with you. And then the ones who are a little bit further, that's already gone through those various experiences, can share with you what they've been through to help you get through it. Oh, do I have the stories to tell you about meme coins, about community, about crypto. I don't claim to know it all, but I've been in it long enough. I've sat in the hot seat and I've sat in the cool one, but I'm still here. And I'm going to keep coming to you. So join me on Clubhouse. Follow me on TikTok. I'm adding a little humor on that side of the things, but it's all about getting us to that mark. And we'll get there. It just takes a little time. All right. Other than that, remember, like I always tell you, you'll never learn how to swim without jumping in, and you'll never climb a mountain without stumbling. But I'm going to add something else to it this time. Or you can sit your behind on the side of the road and just watch it all go by, licking your wounds, how you can pick yourself up and go at it again. This is Crypto Secret X. I'm out.